We have great news for the Giants coming out of camp, but before we get into that, if you love the Giants and you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so if you can help us get there, that would be an absolute blessing. So the Giants, day 5 of training camp has concluded, and things are looking good so far. Things are looking good, but the not so good news, Bryce Ford Wheaton tore his Achilles. So he tore his Achilles, season ending. He's on the IR. It's unfortunate, but outside of that, man, a lot of stuff to look forward to. This defensive line looks vicious. Abdul Carter looks great. Brian Burns mentioned, he's like, hey, listen, we look good, but we haven't done anything yet. And that's very true, Burns. That's very true. But Cam Skattebo, he's looked great in camp. And Skattebo, Giants drafted him in the 4th round. He finished 5th in the Heisman Award last year. But Skattebo rushed for over 1,700 yards at Arizona State, had over 600 receiving yards, 2,300 yards from scrimmage. He had a really great season. And how that's going to translate to the NFL, we don't know. But so far in camp, he's looked really, really good. Skattebo, Singletary, Tracy, having those three, that three-headed monster, might be great, and especially if the offensive line looked really, really good today. Looked really, really good. They won more matchups than lost. And when it comes to this incredibly talented defense, that's really nice to hear, right? This incredibly talented defense. I love what the Giants did with the defense this past offseason. Obviously, drafting Carter, I was calling for that for such a long time, and people were like, hey, we need Shedeur. Well, that didn't happen. We got Jackson Dart. But Abdul Carter, I think he's going to go down as the best player in the draft, better than Travis Hunter. Maybe I'm just being a Giants homer, but that's just how I feel. You got Abdul Carter, then you got Paulson Adebo, you got Javon Holland. I mean, the Giants improved their secondary, and they improved the pass rush by adding Abdul Carter and Golston as well. He looked good. But the offensive line looked really great. And Jermaine Illuminor, he looked good, but he also praised Evan Neal, commending his hard work. And listen, we need Evan Neal to take that next step. He's entering year 4. And he looks really good at guard right now. He looks really good. Illuminor mentioned, he's like, man, he's such a big dude playing guard. It's kind of funny. But he's looking good, and he's working incredibly hard. Entering his 4th year with the New York Giants, former number 7 overall pick, I was hoping that he would come out in year 3 or at least year 2. Last year, 2 years ago, I was hoping he was going to come out and have that Andrew Thomas type of ascension. It didn't happen. Andrew Thomas struggled in his rookie year. Then his 2nd year, he figured it out. His 3rd year, he was fantastic. I was kind of hoping the same for Evan Neal. Could that still happen? We'll see. They moved him to guard, so we'll see what ends up happening. John Runyon, he's very much good to go, and he looked good in camp too. Runyon had ankle surgery back in December, so he looks fine. He looks good. But Evan Neal, it's so important for him to take that next step, and knowing that he's working hard to do that is a great sign in my opinion. And then John Michael Schmitz also looked really good in practice today. And listen, if the Giants, which their offensive line looked good, especially up against this nasty defense, they looked good. If this offensive line is good, then our running game with Skattebo, Tracy, Singletary, that three-headed monster, kind of reminds me of back in the day. The Giants running game of back in the day with what? Bradshaw, Ward, Jacobs. That was disgusting too. That was gross. So I'm not saying we could do that, but hey, you never know. We could be in for a good season. The Giants have an incredibly tough schedule. I'll be the first one to tell you that. I really don't have too high of expectations for the New York Giants. But with Skattebo and him looking so good, and I feel like he's got a lot of potential. I really do. He could catch the ball out of the backfield. He could run the ball. And if the offensive line is playing well, and if they're good this season, and it all falls on Andrew Thomas, right? Andrew Thomas is that anchor on that offensive line. If Andrew Thomas is nice and 100% and healthy, the sky is the limit for this offensive line. If John Michael Schmitz, if he's able to go in there and take that next step like we need him to in year 3, if he's able to take that next step, that's gigantic. And he needs to stay healthy. Andrew Thomas, it's health. It's health when it comes to this Giants offensive line. And that's obvious. That's clear with any position in the NFL and football. Injuries happen, I get it. But if we could just stay healthy, and that's the story with every team, if we could just stay healthy, this New York Giant team could shock a lot of you, especially by having Russell Wilson, a veteran quarterback. Not a lot of you are a big fan of him. I'm a big fan of him. A veteran quarterback throwing to Malik Nabers. Malik Nabers had nobody throw to him last year, right? Out of those 4 quarterbacks, and no one, this quarterback room right now, I would take Jameis over any quarterback in that QB room last year, right? So this quarterback room with Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Jackson Dart, you throw DeVito in there because he's back. Who knows if they're going to carry him? Maybe they cut him. Maybe they're able to put him on the practice squad. We'll see. But this Giants quarterback room is a lot better than it was a year ago. It's a lot better than it was back in December. So if they're able to, if Russell Wilson is able to just do a little something and he doesn't turn the ball over, so now you have Malik freaking Nabers, who has a competent quarterback. And yes, he's a competent quarterback. Whether I know he takes too many sacks, I understand that, but he's still the most competent QB that we've had since Eli Manning, arguably. Maybe 2022 Daniel Jones. We made the playoffs. We won a postseason game with him. So maybe him. But I still have high hopes for this Giants team. And by high hopes, I don't mean, we're going to win 15 games. No, we're going to win 10 games. No, if we win 6-7 games, I'll be happy because the schedule is super, super tough. But it's great news. Scatterboo looking great. The offensive line looking good. When your running backs are looking good, when your offensive line looks good, and listen, this is only day 5, so we'll see what else happens over the course of these next few weeks. But when you're hearing that, it's great news all around for the New York Giants. So listen, I want to know what you guys have to say down in the comments. Please, 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 please let me know what you have to say. Your comment goes a long way. YouTube loves when you comment, loves when you hit the like button. So if you can, please do that. I'm so excited for football season. I'm so excited to cover the Giants on every day, basically. So I'm so pumped for this football season. We'll see how we do. We'll see how the Giants do. But this is great news for the Giants. Day 5 training camp in the book. Scatterboo looked great. Offensive line looked great. Let's see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.